everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Heaven's Vault. Last episode, we did some searching to try and find our way to Renba. We found a chest he left behind with a bunch of stuff inside, and by tracking it, it led us to the Eye of the Cyclones here, where we found a world barren except for this old ruined building and smoke. Well, we'll probably need to go in. Blocked with rubble and ruin. This whole place must be slowly peeling away from the cliff. Perhaps you might forego going inside. So what should I do? Just go back to Iox and say, we got so far, saw some smoke, then we gave up? You don't think she'd send us right back here? I do not think Professor Miyari wants you to sprain your ankle, mistress. I don't think Miyari cares about my ankle. And besides, you can always hop on me back to the ship. Some kind of structure. There's a plinth inside. Looks like a shrine. Might help me date this place. Figure out what it's supposed to be. The smoke must be Renba. We thought he'd blown himself up. Or crashed. Okay, we already said that. I could vault over the wall here. Please, mistress. The floor beyond would only give way beneath you. The floor looks like stone to me, Six. So it is heavy and more likely to fall. Do you see any other way in? No, neither do I. Maybe that's what happened to Renba. He fell through a hole in the floor. Well, here goes. The floor seems sound enough. Six? Where did the robot go? Look at this place, Aaliyah. No one would live here. They couldn't.
The ghosts were still here, cooking, reading, doing whatever ghosts do. The house was empty, but it hadn't been abandoned.
Why build something as big as this out here? Who was it for? There's an inscription here. It's old, barely visible, scratched into the plaster. More words I don't know. And Acolyte Eye, Beloved, and Sea Guarded Fear, Goddess Beloved Death Stranger. Definitely ought not and. I guarded stranger, maybe? It's a guess. I guarded stranger. That will do for now. It's a beautiful example of the script. Pity I barely understand it. The angle is interesting too. Scratched by someone lying down. Hardly comfortable. Whoever built this place wasn't worried about making it cozy. Very curious. Oh, we have stairs, so let's take a look. Let's see what's up here. Ruin and rubble. Oh. A glint among the stones. There's something wedged here. A piece of a curled scroll filled with curious scroll. I think it dates from the Ioxian Empire. And there's some writing. This one is a stained fragment from an even longer phrase. We have pilgrim, we have stranger. The second word doesn't look like anything I've seen before. Maybe it's not stranger. Maybe it's friend. Pilgrim and friend? It's a short, simple word. That would make some sense. Pilgrim and friend. Presumably there used to be more to it than that. I already know a little about the Empire, which will make it easier to find the site of the origin. What's this? It's quite different than the rest of the building, or some kind of telescope, but the position and the bearings are fixed. The material on this is totally wrong. Is it metal? Rubber? Looks like something Roy might have built. I must remember to ask her about it. And there are scratches in the top here. Something fitted inside the frame and was removed by force. Did you take something, Janaki? But if so, what was this stand meant to hold? Very interesting. Just don't look down, Aaliyah. I'd better go and find where 6 got to. Oh. Locked. Or blocked. Or both. Mistress. Evidently, it is good to see you intact, Mistress. How did you get down from that arch? I could not climb over the wall, so I drove myself off the cliff edge. Once I had dug myself out of the sand, I found a door. And are you in one piece? Evidently, Mistress. Okay, then. There's a room in here. Wonder if this door is jammed. Or if it might... open. Look at this. Swirls and flows. These are rivers. The detail. Who lived here? Who drew this? These look like the rivers of Ghost's Wake. This must be where the piece of paper came from. But no one goes to Ghost's Wake. Is there an inscription? It seems so. This one has several words. We have me there. I can add my translation for me to my dictionary now. Sharp die, home safe, take here, worth find. I think take. Take me home. That would make sense for this kind of map. Like that's where this person came from, or whoever lived here. Does take me home make sense? This is definitely a map. But not of this place. Somewhere else. Nothing else here. I could slip through here. Are you always this adventurous, Mistress? I am finding it quite exhausting. I'll be right back.
In the yard behind the house there were tools. Plots of earth, washing hung out to dry. It was like the owner had slipped inside for a quick rucker before they came back to chop more wood. Someone had been building a life on this miserable rock.
Bone dry. makes some sense. Garden beds. Something must have been able to grow here once, though I can't see how. There appears to be something in the back there. Some kind of marker. Definitely isn't natural. There's something here. A necklace. What are these things? Flat beads. Ceramic? I'm not sure. The sticks are all but petrified. It can't even rot out here. There's something cut into it. There's a few words in this one. Keep. I think keep must be right. Considering the way this is, I want to say this one is death, and this one is you. Death keep you. Now that I look about it, this one is definitely me, and if this one is you, the two words look almost exactly the same. The main difference is me has a single dot there, and you has a stroke. It makes sense. Death keep you? Death keep you. This is a grave. I wonder if whoever dug that grave believed in the loop like they do on Iox. The loopers say that to be reborn, a soul must return to the rivers. Burying someone prevents them from coming back. It's the worst thing you can do to your enemies. Jeez. So then, did whoever... was someone killed here then? I'm coming back, 6. You found a grave, mistress. How did you know? You insist on talking to yourself, mistress. I assume it has been some time since your last robot. I'd say so. Let's take a look in here. A fire poker. Is it worth anything? Unlikely. It is old iron, no more. Oh, it might be worth something to someone. There's an inscription up here. Water goddess something something. Blesses? It might make some sense. Water goddess blesses fire, maybe? It's a hearth. Water goddess blesses fire. Well, this is a fireplace after all. Perhaps they were afraid of it burning the house down. The building won't actually cave in on us, will it? I cannot guarantee that, mistress. Another cot. I found one just like this on the floor above. Someone grew too old or too ill to climb back upstairs, so they made a bed down here instead. Someone died right here, mistress. The person buried outside? I would think not, mistress. That person was buried. A person lay on the floor here for some time after death. Renba? No. Whoever died here died scores of years ago. The lack of moisture on this moon has preserved the traces, but they are old. You're sure? The evidence is minor but significant. The person who lay in state here was only removed recently. Are you saying Janaki took them? What remained of them? Someone did. That's horrid. Why would he do that? I am unsure, mistress. Something must have led him to this place. There must have been something here that he needed. is even more horrid. Yes. Yes, it is. So who is buried outside, then? Whoever owned this place first, perhaps, before it was taken from them. Well, that's concerning, more than a little. This looks interesting. Beautifully made. Much nicer than everything else here. I estimate it to be hollow, mistress. There's something inscribed on the lid. Might be a clue as to what's inside. 4 words. Don't think we know any of them. I'm going to have to guess the whole thing. Circles, loves, knowledge, treasures. Killed after of ice. Tiny great serpents enormous. Truth, misery, value, wine. I think this one is probably of. Treasures of, I want to say enormous? Value? That would make sense. Treasures of enormous value. Treasures of enormous value. Miyari will be most excited by this find, mistress, whatever proves to be inside. That sounds interesting. I think it's a reliquary. A place to put your belongings when you die. The idea is you get them back when you return. That's what the loopers say, anyway. Open it up then, 6. Not locked, mistress, but stiff. And I lack fingers for leverage. You don't have an attachment for prying? Something you can stick into your arm sockets? My first robot had those. Perhaps I could find something on the ship. Let me try the iron poker. I might be able to snap the lock. Mistress, is it moving? It's definitely shifting. Here goes, then. Let's see.
And there it was, just lying there. The greatest treasure I ever found.
6. Look at this.
From inside the coffer, from the distant past of the nebula's once great empire.
Incredible.
It was a crown.
The eagle and sun motif. Just like Janaki's brooch. The mark of the Empire. Could this be the crown of Iots itself? What's this crown doing out here? Did someone steal it? Hide it here, but never collect. That seems most unlikely, mistress. There's something written along the rim. Lift toward wood on. Ways, eagles, rivers, chains. Of light we flourish. Precise, free, again, forever. Maybe it's not flourish. Maybe it's sail? I want to say forever. Forever makes sense. On and rivers. Considering rivers are big around here. On rivers of light we sail forever? I'm gonna try that. Does on rivers of light we sail forever work? This crown... Is this crown what Miyari wanted us to find? Is this why she sent us out here looking? Renba too, perhaps? Mistress. I will have to tell her, mistress. Her motives hardly matter. And we will, but we will have it investigated. Oh! Something up here. There's something up here. A blade? A dagger. A little corroded, but beautifully crafted, and with an eagle and sun on the hilt. On it is a carved message. I can barely make the letters out, they're so tiny. This is the end of a line of text. All as own fires. All and as? I'm certain my translation for all is right now. And as must be correct as too. All something as something. We have me, we have we. This is only part of that. These, it can't be our. Looking at these, I'm thinking I see something. This symbol here with a curl like that, I think that might be people? Or indicative of a person or a being? All people are one? Kinda makes sense. I could still change my mind, but all people as one. A workbench. Whoever lived here would have needed to be self-sufficient. Then they would have needed water, mistress. Anything hiding in the shadows? Certainly there is. Okay, simple enough.
After the dead air of the house, it was good to see the sky again.
Indeed. You have collected 3 ancient artifacts here. Also, we have discovered enough to exactly locate one new location of interest, aside from the mural. I suggest that we take the crown to Professor Miyari directly. We must also inform of her theories of Renba. May I activate the hopper now, mistress? Soon. Not yet. There must be more to this place. I want to know who lived here, who died here, and what happened to Renba. Oh, there's more here. So a hopper is a teleporter. A short-distance teleporter, mistress. But what is a hopper? I mean, what's inside it? An interconnected mesh of quantum. The quantium creates some kind of field which the subject is passed through and dissected via... Mistress, does it matter? You're happy enough to fire off the hopper, even if you don't know how it works? Don't you care what it does to us? It appears to work, mistress. You know, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier, but there can't have been many trees here to use, so the wood must have been brought in. Brought from Miercy, maybe? That seems likely, mistress. The shrine was built here. Is the stone inside from Miercy? No, mistress. I do not know where it is from, but Miercy does not have stone like that. There's something carved above the door. Ah, another phrase. This is one end of a fractured fragment of text. Okay, we have light. From. I'm sure my translation for from is correct now. So we have light from something, which leaves one word to guess. Light from way, light from danger, light from birth, light from night. I want to say birth. Light from birth. Oh, that will do for now. Some kind of blessing, maybe? There was a tripod up on the roof. Empty now. But it looks like it might have held something once. What kind of something? I would guess... a telescope. This must have been some kind of outpost observatory. An interesting theory, mistress, but I cannot imagine what they wanted to observe. Thought I saw... Oh, there's an inscription there. You just fell off that. It is not so far, mistress. We didn't see any shrine houses on Maese like the one here. Not even small ones. An older custom, perhaps? Iox does not permit shrines, mistress. Iox would no doubt remove the Maesian statue if they could work out how to shift it. Perhaps. Or perhaps even Iox does not meddle with the goddess of water when she watches over a prosperous farm. Well, there's another inscription here. Ends with goddess, starts with we. I've not encountered any of these words anywhere else, but I can still make some guesses. Give, our, think, fly. This, thanks, blessings, prow. Temple, welcome, your. And goddess. We give... blessings? If that one's blesses, this one might be blessings. I want to say that's 4. We give blessings for goddess? We give blessings for goddess. I think that's right. If we can find where the shrine came from, maybe we can work out whose crown we found. No way through here. Though it would have been would have once been open enough. Do you think Janaki found the crown, 6? I do not think that coffer has been opened in at least 500 years, mistress, but he must have known it was here. Why else come? Perhaps Janaki took something else with him, before whatever happened to him happened. Then that other item is most likely lost. That's the shrine, assuming it's not an outhouse. Oh. Is this channel natural? I don't think it is. Dug out. There must be a wellspring here. A feeble one. One that requires every drop to be used. Water would have run down the channel, right past the house. Imagine having a stream of your own. Not a bad way to live. If you can withstand the soul-crushing loneliness. Someone lived out here. They irrigated the land, prayed, here, in the eye of the cyclones. Some kind of hermit? There's something carved into the rock here. This one is a broken piece from an even longer phrase. Possible water and us? That's the word for water, short and simple and almost a pictogram. I'm convinced of us as well. Water something us. There's only one word still to resolve. If this word is together, then maybe joins. It would make some sense. That little spot in the middle with the 2 lines, if that's a similar kind of thing. Does what joins us work? Can your tracks handle this kind of terrain, 6? Excellently. Whoever designed my tracks appears to have had this kind of ground in mind. And who did design you? I have no idea, mistress. They did not leave a signature. Seems strange that you don't know. Does it? Who designed your legs? Humans aren't designed. They're just the right shape. How convenient for you. Well, I think, while we could go over there and investigate more, I think I'm going to end this episode here, because it's gone on about long enough. Next episode... Oh, wait. So 2 people died here. One upstairs, who was buried outside, and then later another by the fire below. 3 people, mistress. Do not forget Renba, assuming he is in fact dead. Indeed. But yeah, next episode we'll investigate this shrine, the source of the smoke, and hopefully find Renba. But that'll be in the next episode, so until then, I'm Cheswick44, that is Aaliyah and 6. This has been a Let's Play of Heaven's Vault, and I shall see you all next time.